Hey there, CrossFit Queen Creek. Coach Rob coming at you for a workout for Tuesday, April the 7th, 2020. We're working on a broad range of movements today. We got some body weight stuff we're working on. We got some Olympic stuff working on. And we got a new movement that we're bringing to the table. None of us have ever done it before. And it sounds like it's going to be a really, really good time. In fact, I just learned it just now. So anyway, let's go into what we have going on and the equipment that we're going to need for today's workout. The equipment we're going to need today is a barbell. If you don't have a barbell, that's okay. We can use dumbbells or kettlebells for that. We can even use a sandbag for that portion of it. We're certainly going to need a jump rope. If you don't have a jump rope, that's okay. We can go through the motions, but I'm pretty sure just about everybody's got a jump rope. Some of the movements that we're going through today, we're jumping rope. We're doing some skaters. We're jumping back and forth, working on our balance, working on our agility and our explosive power. Burpees, we all know burpees. We're going to do some cleans. That's why we need a barbell, dumbbell, kettlebell, or sandbag. We're going to work on our clean technique today. And then we're going to do some front squats, and we're also going to work on our jerks as well. So let's get started with the warm-up here. With the first warm-up that we're going to be working on, we're going for 3 rounds. Pretty simple. We're going to go for 30 seconds of jump rope, followed by 16 skaters and 8 burpees. So let's just roll right on into it. I want to talk a little bit about the jump rope though, okay? Jump roping is one of those things that I don't feel that we talk enough about or work on enough. So a couple of things real quick. Last time we talked about the jump rope, we talked about the proper technique. So we want to step through the jump rope and we want to bring our arms forward, ensuring the fact that we're not stepping on the jump rope. Then once we get going there and we start to do the jump rope, we actually want to make sure that our shoulders are relaxed. We want to keep our elbows in nice and close to the body and utilize the wrists just to swing the rope around, okay? So up here, I'm not stepping on the rope, and then here we go. Now we're jumping. Now we're working on 30 seconds of jump rope right now. My shoulders are relaxed, my elbows are in tight, and I'm just using my wrists to bring the rope around. This is a good opportunity here to not catch on to the things that hang above you. You should be a little bit more mindful of that. Shame on me. But anyway, while we're going through this and we're working on 30 seconds of jump rope at a time, we can get into a pretty good rhythm. So this is a good opportunity to try to throw a double every now and again. And you can work on that, okay? After we're done with 30 seconds of jump rope, then we're gonna go into skaters. Now for skaters, we'll start on one side here, and we're gonna jump over, bring that leg back into like a curtsy type motion, come down, touch the ground, and then jump back across. We're gonna go back and forth 16 times. Once we're done with those, then we're gonna go into burpees. We all know and love burpees. Hit the deck, down. Hips and chest touch the floor, pop back up, jump back up into a full motion. No lazy burpees, guys. Down to the floor, all the way up, full extension. All right, we're gonna go through 8 of those, and we're gonna go through those 3 movements, 3 rounds apiece. That's gonna get us good and warm. Then we're gonna move into our EMOM. Now, EMOM is a 10-minute long EMOM. By now, you should have downloaded the Smart WOD timer app. You're gonna use the EMOM setting on there. We're gonna go 1 minute time duration for every 10. So it's gonna do 10 cycles of a 1 minute countdown. And we're gonna start with our bar. So we're gonna grab our barbell here. A couple of key things we want to talk about when we're doing the cleans with the barbell. Number 1, as we're coming through and we grab that barbell, we want to grab that barbell just outside of our hips. Okay? Very important because we're going for hang power cleans. So hang, what does that mean, guys? That means down to the top of the knees. We're not coming from the floor on this, we're coming from the top of the knees. So as we grab our barbell, we want to make sure that we are utilizing our hook grip. Okay? Tuck that thumb in, get those fingers over the top, tape your thumbs if you need to, but we want to get used to doing this. So, very, very important here. As we're coming down, we're going to kick those hips back like we're closing the car door because our hands are full. So kick the hips back and let that bar come on down to the top of our knees. As we come up, we're going to get as tall as we can. We're going to shrug our shoulders. Then we're going to pull like a scarecrow with our elbows leading the way. Once we get to our sternum, that's when we have that free floating bar motion. So we're here, and then we turn under and catch onto our shoulders. I'll turn around and show you from the front view. So we we've got our hook grip. We're standing here. When we go to dip down, the hips go back, the knees go wide, the bar goes to the top of the knees. We stand up really tall, get our shrug, get our scarecrow pull to our sternum, and then we're gonna drop down underneath, rotating our elbows around, catching the bar on our shoulders. We should not have to even support anything. We're catching the bar on the shoulders, right? So we're gonna go through this, and we're gonna do 3 hang power cleans. So from the top of the knees, up, catch, back down. 2, 3, right? Once we're done there, we're gonna move into a front squat. So keep it in the front rack position, drop down into a front squat, back up, and then we're going to jerk. So we got 2 different ways we can go about this. We can go into the push jerk motion, which we're going to have a small dip drive, taking the knees out wide. As we come up, we're gonna use that motion and start pressing the barbell up. About the time it gets to eye level, that's when we wanna shrink down and punch to the ceiling, locking out our arms and standing up tall. So, one more time. Knees wide, dip drive, drive up, use that to press the barbell to our eye level. Once we get there, dive under the bar, punch the ceiling, lock the arms out, stand up tall. So, full speed, just like so. So, we'll run through this in one motion. So, timer goes off, we've got 1, 2, 3 power cleans, 1 front squat, 1 jerk. That's a push jerk. Another version we can go into is the split jerk. So when we do this, again, knees wide, dip drive. About the time we get to eye level, we're gonna drop down and punch, but this time we're gonna split our legs. Front foot back, back foot front, stand tall, come back down into the front rack position. Now, a couple of things about the split jerk I'd like to cover here real quick. Stand over the center of your bar. When we move our legs, we want to make sure that we're getting into a wide, stable position. We're not only going wide front and back, but we like to go a little bit wider side to side. Think of trying to be on a balance beam, and you got that big giant bar above you. That's hard to balance. But if we stand wide, it's much easier to balance. But now we're wobbly this way. So if we stagger our feet this way, we're wide side to side, we're wide front to back, and we're super stable, right? So we want to move our front foot and our back foot in equal distances, front and back, but we also want to move them equal distances out sideways. So when we do that motion, then step back with your front, step back front with your back, and you're good to go. So those are the motions that we're going to go through. Now, if you're going to use dumbbells, same rules apply, okay? So we're gonna go through dumbbell power cleans here real quick. So come from the hang position and clean. Dip down, get that good drive going upward, get that shrug involved, start to curl those arms up and pop under and stand up. So we're gonna go through 3 of those. Then we're gonna do a front squat in the front rack position with the dumbbells. And then from here, we're gonna push jerk or split jerk. Just like that. So we're gonna go through and do that cycle every minute on the minute for 10 minutes. Then we get into the fun stuff. All right, we're gonna move into an AMRAP. We got a 12-minute AMRAP. We're gonna reset our timer, our smart WOD timer that we got there, onto AMRAP. We're gonna set it for 12 minutes. Now the idea here is when we're scoring in Wodify, because I really believe a lot of you guys are gonna do this, we're gonna go through and we're gonna count our rounds and our reps. Now our movements that we have here, we're keeping it pretty simple. We got 2 movements. We're doing devil's presses and we're doing lungesters. All right, so let's go over devil's press real quick. Everybody is probably pretty familiar with the devil's press, right? So with the devil's press, we have a set of dumbbells. We're here on the ground. We're gonna come down into a burpee. We want to have those dumbbells wide enough that we can lay on the ground. As I pop back up, I jump my feet just behind these dumbbells. As I stand up, I naturally swing my arms back and I punch up. It's like a kettlebell swing. Think burpee plus kettlebell swing. So down to the floor, up, swing back, use those hips, drive those weights up to the ceiling. Now you got a devil's press. All right. Once you go through 12 of those, now we go into the new stuff. This is the LUNGESTER, guys. This is awesome. I don't know who came up with this, but holy smokes, they wanted people to work. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do for the LUNGESTER. We're gonna take our dumbbells, we're up in the front rack position. We're gonna go through and we're gonna do a reverse lunge in the front rack. So we come back, key moments or key things to think about here. Front leg, 90-degree bend in the knee, 90-degree bend in the ankle, and staying upright with our torso creates a 90-degree bend at the waist. Drive through the heel on the way up. Switch legs. Do it again. Here's the lunge portion of the LUNGESTER, right? Again, 90-degree in the ankle, 90-degree in the knee, 90-degree in the hip. It is still in the front rack position. Let these dumbbells rest. Don't hold the weight the whole time. Drive from the heel, come up, stand tall, feet under the hips. Now we're going into a thruster. Down, press up. Now you have done your first LUNGESTER. So here we go. Ready? Back, up, back, up. And there you have the LUNGESTER. These are gonna add up quickly, but it's gonna be fun. Okay, so 12 devil's press, 12 LUNGESTERs in a 12-minute AMRAP. How many times can we get through it? How many reps do we have left over? I wanna hear all about it. The video will be up on YouTube. The video is here on the Facebook page. I wanna hear about it. Let's log this stuff into Wodify, guys, and